So what you're going to be seeing is Steven Crowder and Jordan Peterson. They're going to have a bit of a disagreement, but then it's sort of going to turn into an agreement. Basically, I guess Jordan Peterson was trying to say that not all Democrats are far left, but then Steven Crowder counters his point by requesting the name of a Democrat, a top Democrat, a national Democrat who isn't far left. Let's check this out.
These new technologies come up to supplant them. They're getting increasingly desperate and telling more and more desperate stories in an attempt to hold on to the fragments of their audience. And so it might be a mirage in some sense. This increased polarization might be a mirage that's a consequence of the death spiral of the classic media.
Yeah, I hate to disagree with Dr. Jordan Peterson, but I would slightly, because I know I agree with you with the radical left. But here's something that I ask a lot of people, and I want you, and I know you choose your words very carefully, so I want you to think about it for a second. This is a genuine question. Can you name me anyone today in 2018, anyone on the national DNC platform bench who we wouldn't consider radical left? Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Elizabeth Graham, Maxine Waters, Eric Schneiderman. Can you name any one of them who would be as reasonable as people like even a Rubio on the right? I can't find any. I don't think it's a radical left when it's the whole platform.
So it seems that this has gotten really fucking bad, because now it seems that there is this massive conflation, right, with just these super, super corporate Democrats and calling them somehow far left, when in a lot of places they wouldn't even be considered left. Like in other countries, they'd be considered like the right wing. What you're talking about is people who don't even believe it, like who don't even want single payer healthcare. They're not, in other countries they would be considered conservative, maybe even further than that. But what you're talking about here is when you claim that someone like Kamala Harris or, someone like Kirsten Gillibrand is far left, I repeatedly, want to ask, where does that leave the actual far left people? Socialists, democratic socialists, anarchists, anarcho-syndicalists. Where the fuck does that, and this pisses me off because it's like, dude, you're such a fucking douchebag if you honestly believe that Kamala fucking Harris is far left. You don't know jack shit about political theory. You don't know jack shit about ideologies. Not even the most fucking basic shit, right? Because, you ask your normal person, I can say the furthest left is communism. Well, really it's anarchism, but, pretty much the same thing. You could kind of put it there. Dude, Kamala Harris is one of the most milquetoast corporate Democrats in the country. We don't even know if she supports single-payer healthcare for real or not. So what you're talking about is these people who are super milquetoast Democrats. We don't even know if they're really all that left. And your jackass fucking piece of shit is calling them far left. It's like when Dave Rubin, the Rubster, was on the Daily Wire for that Sunday special, and he called the Young Turks and Bernie Sanders far left. Dude, like Bernie Sanders is your run-of-the-mill social democrat. How the fuck is that far left? That's how like shitty our Overton window is in the United States. That it's like we somehow call people who would be considered completely normal people, just like slightly right wing, sometimes even like considered right wing. Far left. They're far left. Steven Crowder, if you honestly believe that Kamala Harris and all these other corporate Democrats are far left, you have no fucking clue to the even, lowest degree of what you're talking about.